It is Brittany Winery with the Wolek Group at Keller Williams here in Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I just thought, it's Saturday, it's gorgeous outside. I'm driving to my open house right now, and I thought I'd do a quick video kind of about me and how I got into real estate and things I would have done a lot quicker if I would have known. Some tools and principles that I've learned now that I've been in real estate for a little while. So yeah, here we go. So I had originally not been looking to get into real estate. That was never something that really caught my eye. I didn't really know anybody. Fun fact, my great grandma was a realtor, a top realtor in Tulsa. I never knew this until I got into real estate. So that's a little fun fact for you. But the truth is that real estate found me, which is really cool. And so I was in an industry at the time where I just really wasn't happy. I was, chasing after things that weren't my passion and that weren't true to my heart. And that's really hard to go and work a job when it's not your passion and when it doesn't fuel your soul. And so I went to a builder and I was trying to sell them on what I was doing at the time. And that builder totally turned around and sold me on why I should work for them, which was pretty awesome. So I took a leap of faith and I said, yeah, I was in a place where I was not happy. What did I have to lose? I was going to be guaranteed X amount of dollars, and so that was comfortable for me. And at the time, I wasn't really making that great of money anyways, so who cares? Like, what do I have to lose? At least I can maybe find happiness in doing this. So thank God for a supportive husband who said go for it and allowed me to do that. And so yeah, I started working for a builder. I did that for a few years and I stinking loved it. And I use it every day. I actually used it this morning with showings. We have a buyer who's looking for a new build. And the amount of knowledge that I gained from that was so amazing. At the time, I didn't feel special or like I knew anything or like I had a super realtor human power. But now that I've been in real estate for a little while, I realize that not a lot of people understand the new construction world. And so having that is such a benefit. I'm obviously driving. Having that is such a benefit in our world because we can guide our buyers towards their goals and we can give them all the information that is needed to make the transaction really good and easy for them. So that was a blessing. So yeah, so I did that for a few years. In real estate school, I made a friend and we were just talking, and of course all these realtors are either A, not in the business who are in real estate school, B, working for a team or something or a company but have not been actual like realtors because they're not licensed, or C, there's a bunch of builder reps. That was me in real estate school. And so I got to make a friend, and at the time this friend worked for a real estate team in Tulsa, and you're never gonna guess who they were. The Wolek Group. So she was working for them and had been for a while, and she was telling me about her experience with them and how awesome their leader was and all the freedom that she got to take advantage of, which really enticed me because of course I was am still a young mom with young kiddos. And so I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old, and at the time they were 4 and 2 or maybe 1. And so that really excited me. So of course, like all good salespeople, she connected me with her leader, Jenny Wolek, and Jenny followed up with me. She added me on Facebook. She followed up with me with a phone call. She set an appointment. I still remember, like, we met at Starbucks and had a great conversation. Asked me my goals and where I want to be and where I see myself and what strong points I think I have and what negatives that I have also. It was just a really, really good conversation, and I felt like I was hanging out with my real estate friend. And that made me feel really good. So check, feel good about this. Number 2, this is where the stupid part comes in and what I wish I would have done a little differently. I pumped the brakes, and I totally had an opportunity in front of me, laid out in front of me, this beautiful opportunity. And I said no. And then I was scared, and then I wanted to wait. And so, of course, being respectful and kind, and a good friend, Jenny said, okay, I'll be here if you need something, and it was good meeting you and hope to do a deal with you. And so for the next few months, guys, I said no and let months go by. Stupid. For the next few months, I just sat and thought and pondered and thought about what my life could look like, what it currently did look like, where I was lacking. I hadn't done a ton of existing real estate, and so I had sold all these new homes and this product, and I hadn't sold a lot of existing homes that were already built, older neighborhoods. I didn't really sell all over Tulsa. I had just sold in Jenks, mainly Jenks, because that was my little area. It's a big area, but that was my area. I had sold in Owasso because that's where I happen to live and have friends, and so I had sold in Owasso, and I think I had sold one home in Tulsa, and other than that, that was it. And as you know, there's a ton of cities around town, so that bothered me. I wanted to plus my game, and I wanted to know the market, and I felt like new construction just wasn't doing that for me. So a few months down the road, I finally, I had an amazing leader at the builder who I worked for, and unfortunately he is no longer with us. But I really owe a lot of my real estate career and getting into it, because it was him who offered me the original job. I owe that to him, a lot of it. So love him. He's a great person. And so, so I had a conversation with him a few months after I'd met with Jenny. I didn't tell him I had met with her, but I told him that, I was thinking about making a switch, and I mentioned her name and the company. He knew my brokers and said amazing things about them. And he's like, what do you have to lose? And he kind of recommended that I go for it, and kind of gave me that push that I needed to do that. And so I reached out to Jenny. That phone call was so hard because I just felt so dumb for not saying yes way before. And so I called her and I was like, hi, it's Brittany Winery. I hope you still love me. And is the job still available? And of course, being a great person, she had been following up with me, which I didn't know what that was because I didn't even know how to lead generate whenever I had worked with the builder. And so she said, yes, yeah, come in, let's start the process, let's do this. And so I took a leap of faith and I started the hiring process, and I met with her, I met with the brokers for our awesome office here in Midtown, and I've never looked back. And I am so grateful for all of those steps. And also I learned a lot. I learned to go faster. If you have a great opportunity and sitting in front of you, don't say no. Go for it. What do you have to lose? Write down your pros and cons, just like I tell my buyers. Write down your pros and cons and decide, which one outweighs the other. Are the pros more beneficial, or are the cons bigger and scarier and really negative? Or is it just stuff that you need to get over? And so I wish I would have had all those tools that I've now learned here at Keller Williams. And so I hope you guys get some benefit from that and can say yes quicker, fail forward. And if you've ever thought about getting into real estate, or let's say you're in real estate now and you just you relate to this, you can kind of feel the same way where I've been. I love mentoring and helping other realtors kind of understand their passion and, just questioning the current, which is always good to do. We always want to question our current state because we can always be better. Be better, do better, have better, which sounds so amazing. So if you guys need anything from me, my contact phone number is 918-698-0661. And always, I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, friends.